Well, they say lemons can produce electricity. I am here with a lemon tree to find it out.
Roll the lemon across a bed to break up all the juice packets inside and make it nice and juicy. Now on one side, stick a zinc nail and on the other side, stick a copper wire.
Now you probably would not be surprised when I
connect the voltmeter with the copper and the zinc and we see an electric current.
Well, now if I ask you, why are electrons flowing from one metal to another? Most probably you will say because it's because of the lemon. Lemon is producing the electricity. But that's wrong. Let's get it right. Well, the electrochemical cells, also known as the battery, mainly requires three things: two electrodes and an electrolyte, where one of the electrodes must have a stronger desire for electrons than the other one, which is scientifically said to have a higher electronegativity.
In the lemon battery we have copper and zinc. Copper likes having electron more than zinc, thus copper is the cathode here.
But if that is the case, why don't we just hook up the copper with the zinc and let the electrons flow? And what is the need of this lemon? Well, the electrons are not just going to abandon their sweet, stable little home and make the metal positively charged from one side and negatively charged from other. There are a lot of factors playing that would avoid this from happening. Well, if the zinc is losing an electron, it also has to lose protons. But how will protons, which are 1,000 times bigger than electrons, follow through wires? Well, in that case, the third component comes to play. That is the electrolyte.
The wire that connects the copper and the zinc allows the electron to go easily, but protons are huge compared to electrons, so they cannot move through the wire.
Well, these ions or protons can move through an ionic solution. For example, a dilute solution of citric acid. Where is that found? In the lemon. The zinc is exposed to the acid in the lemon, which results in oxidation of zinc, and thus the resulting positively charged zinc ions move through the solution, while the resulting negatively charged electrons are collected at the metal and pass through the wires towards copper. Now these electrons in the copper pull out the protons from the acid or the H plus ions from the acid and they reduce him, that is they add the electron in. The result of this is hydrogen gas. Now if we are in there, we can see tiny bubbles coming up from the copper electrode. So in summary, the electricity is not at all coming from the lemon, but it is coming due to the difference in the electronegativities of the two metals and the oxidation and the reaction happening between them. Well, you may ask the proof. What is the proof of this? Well, you most probably would have seen some YouTube videos or experiments with a lot of lemons. They connect a lot of lemons in series to get more power, but the truth is that is not necessary.
By putting 3 nails and 3 copper wires in the same lemon, you can get roughly the 3 times as much as the electric current, as long there is enough lemon juice in the lemon.
So the conclusion: the power is in the zinc, not the lemon. I would like to thank Karthik sir for giving us this opportunity to have fun and learn at the same time. Thank you guys for watching.